Welcome back to Pronghorn Camp 2019. Kind of a nice little overcast morning. I think our antelope count is over 100 already, and it's right around 9 a.m. Seen one real pretty buck. Kind of flares out, got some cool cutters. Just can't quite get the length on him yet, but we're gonna go try to see if I can get another look at him. Martin and I have been talking, like, at what point are we gonna find like that one that's just on another level? How many bucks do we have to see before we hit that threshold? Lots and lots of time behind the spotting scope. Sometimes we get some questions on what are you using. This is just the Vortex Razor HD, and it's the 85mm variety. In the bino setup, these are the Vortex 10x42 UHDs. These are newer this year. So far I'm really liking them. They are a little bit heavier though than your traditional Razor 10x42s. Anyways, that's the glass setup. The Antelope Special. Martin, let's go find us a buck. But first, talk to us a little bit about the sleep situation. How do we do? Are we alive?
I'm alive, and I was warm. I actually stripped down. I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm so sweaty and freaking out. So I ripped off my down pants, ripped off my soft shell, and threw that out. And I didn't wake up till, what, 7 o'clock? The water bottle also was perfect. It's still warm in the truck, actually. Feet didn't even get cold at all. So good call, B-Mac.
So Martin's alive.
I'm alive and well.
No frostbite to be found.
Ready to roll.
Better on that ridge out there. Yellow ridge. If the situation presents itself, I always like to go through and kind of just practice. So, empty gun, but I went through, got the range, got comfortable, hopefully lessen the excitement when it's really time to shoot. There's a cool looking buck that we saw. He's got some interesting character on his horns, but he kind of dipped over this ridge, so we're gonna keep driving up here and see if we can relocate him. But just right in this little kind of 180 degrees, there's probably 70 or 80 antelope. Finally got a better look at that buck. He's got tons of character. He had a little trash on both sides. I couldn't get him much past like 13 on his length, and I'm basically showing a great deal of patience with this tag. There's a buck behind me at 230 yards right now too, just hanging out. If you're gonna spend 5 to 10 years trying to pull a tag, and then you go out on the first day and shoot a buck, I'm not saying it's terrible, but I enjoy the experience, and we're learning new country. We're seeing a lot of antelope, and I enjoy that part of it. The killing part of it to me is just like kind of like the icing on the cake, the end of it all. But we're gonna keep looking. Let's keep on looking. He doesn't care about us. Would you guys like to know how close he is to the truck? Hold on, I'll tell you. He's 27 yards. officially over 1. The only antelope that have been spooky, I think our entire trip, out of all like 3,000 of them, were the ones that we were just trying to get a closer look at. He was real pretty, just super typical, but he had good mass, good cutters, and we thought we might be able to sneak in on them, but they gained a little elevation on us. I think the plan is going to be to move to a whole new area of this unit. We'll probably do a little road trip this evening and see if we can turn up something in a new spot. Just wanted to say a huge, giant thank you to all of you guys that have been watching the Best Season Yet 2.0, and it truly means the world to us. It's been another fantastic fall if you really look at it, and hopefully it inspires one of you to spend some time in the woods with one of your parents or one of your children, or maybe if you've never hunted before but you're watching this very video right now, something you've seen in one of our videos will give you enough motivation to go try it for yourself. See you guys in the morning. I like how spooky these guys are. A lot less spooky than the ones last night. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about the wild/feral horse problem that we've seen out here in Wyoming. Did a little bit more research about it. There's over 46,000 feral horses and burros that are currently in captivity in different corrals that the BLM manages. We, as taxpayers, are spending $50 million a year. There's an additional 73,000 wild horses/feral horses running around the West. What all of the biologists are saying is that that land can only sustain 27,000. However, they're protected, and they're federally protected dating back to 1971. It's a big issue. I'm going to leave a link in the description box of an article that discussed what took place in 2018 and why we are in this current situation with regards to no real solution. Let us know in the comments what you think about it. Man, I don't know what happened overnight, but we're starting to wonder if this storm that's coming in, it's like pushing these antelope together. That's probably like the 4th or 5th group of just giant proportions that we've seen this afternoon. And we're wondering if it's because it's so windy out that they can't really hear, so they're trying to like get in bigger groups just to protect themselves. Or does it have something to do with this front that's pushing through? It's not supposed to get super cold by any means, but there's definitely a front moving from, the west across. That's like some African Serengeti type action that we just saw right there. I mean, so many pronghorn together. It's crazy. And yet, can't find the one in any of them. That is going to make it much harder to try to stalk in on one. 115 yards. Every time. Every single time. The ones that you're like, nah, they run out there, don't care the truck's here, mill around. And the ones you're like considering maybe trying to get an opportunity at, they see your truck coming over the horizon and they're just like sprinting on a dead run from a mile away. You're just like, you kidding me?
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Could you please repeat what you said?
Could you guys hear me okay? This is the hardest antelope hunt, work-wise, effort-wise, that I've ever been on. I think in my lifetime I've been on probably 20 antelope hunts where tags were punched. All of those combined haven't even equated to how many hours Martin and I have put into this hunt. And I'm having this moral dilemma with myself. Do I fill the tag just to fill it, even though it's not necessarily what I might be looking for? I love antelope meat, so there's certainly a huge component to that. Tomorrow morning will be the last opportunity that we have. The forecast doesn't look great at all. The wind's been sustaining at like 22 the whole day. Our effective range to shoot something, I would say, goes from like 600 yards to probably like 100 to 200 yards. Tomorrow we'll tell the final chapter of this story. Regardless, the experience has been incredible. The country's been incredible. The company's been incredible. I couldn't ask for anything else. So we'll find out how this thing ends tomorrow.